A balcony fire that spread quickly.
Oh my God!
This was Hallam Court in Croydon last Wednesday. Flames moving up floors in seconds. Jen Snook lives on the top floor.
Wow.
She showed us round her flat.
Oh my God.
The landlord describes this as an external fire.
When did you first notice there was a fire?
So I was working from home and I started to smell a kind of barbecue type smell of smoke, and it just very, very quickly became a lot of smoke, darker smoke, and then I just ran to, I knew I had to get out.
She grabbed her cat before escaping, but the fire did its damage. This is what her home looked like before.
It was so fast that I didn't have time to think. Literally the one thing was, we need to get out of here. There was just black smoke and orange flames. I couldn't see my balcony for it, and the windows were starting to crack.
Jen part owns her flat, but doesn't feel safe here anymore.
And I feel for my friends and neighbours who have to continue to live here. They moved them back in the same night, and they're absolutely terrified, and their children are absolutely traumatised by this.
Olu Johnson has been assured his family flat is safe to continue to live in, but he's not so sure.
The problem is still there. It hasn't been resolved. So until when that problem has been addressed and resolved, then I would say yes, perhaps I'm safe.
And all this takes place days before the 6th anniversary of the Grenfell tragedy that killed 72 people.
No one was injured here, but there's still some stark similarities to Grenfell, with flammable material on the outside of the building, a stay put policy that was in place, and no central fire alarm to warn people that there was a fire.
And like Grenfell, residents at Hallam Court wrote a letter to its managing agent complaining about fire safety defects and contradictory stay put advice. This letter was sent just days before the fire.
It's almost 6 years to the day since Grenfell went up. Why on earth is there still flammable material on the outside of blocks where people are living? There are people here who are disabled, there are children who are living here. I mean, thank goodness nobody was hurt in this disaster, but think what might have happened had it been later at night.
A lot has been done, but there's a lot still to do. And of course, one of the things that we need to do is to make sure that buildings are safe, that we remove the ACM cladding that contributed to the tragedy.
The managing agent, Southern Housing, told us that they wrote to residents in April saying that their independent fire safety engineer concluded that the building was safe to occupy, and that they're now continuing to support all residents at Hallam Court. But for all those who live here, home no longer feels safe. Rags Martel, ITV News, Croydon.